Hi, I am Christy, and I am so excited to have you here. This is the very beginning of starting over studio, and I'm really excited. I was a professional photographer. I did nature photography. I did mainly large black and white images, and then I was discovered at a private show I had by a director in New England, and he asked me to come film a production for him, and so I did, and the rest is history. I became an entertainment industry photography. I photographed a lot of theater. My work has been in Broadway playbills. I have photographed off-Broadway. I am still a resident photographer of a New England regional theater. And so anyway, I basically decided to go into retirement when COVID hit and happened. Forgive my hair. I drive a Jeep and I don't have any windows or a roof on, so my hair is always Jeep hair, don't care. But sorry, I'm also walking a dog, and she is walking in circles around me, and so I have to untangle myself every once in a while. But anyway, I really loved being a photographer, but at COVID, when Broadway shut down and everything happened the way that it did, there wasn't really obviously any work. So I actually started a YouTube channel, and I've had a lot of fun with it, and now I'm just branching out into other directions. This is my playground, and this is Bach Tower. You hear the Carillion Tower in the background? And it's so beautiful here. It's inspired me. I've always wanted to paint, and I have painted. I mainly have watercolored, and I've always wanted to get better at it. I've always wanted to really be able to express my vision with a paintbrush, and so I have really dedicated this time and this space and starting over studio to doing just that, to continuing on really an artistic life, a creative life, and see where it takes me. So I would be so happy for you to join me on this journey. It is a journey of passion and love, and just a love of nature. I have always just been obsessed. I mean, look at my backdrop. All right, guys, so come along with me. We're gonna explore Bog Tower and find a nice place to sketch a little bit. Now you see why I have to get better at drawing and painting, because this is my life. This is what I'm looking at all the time, and it's spectacular. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Now you see why I have to get better at drawing and painting, because this is my life. This is what I'm looking at all the time, and it's spectacular. It's absolutely gorgeous. fascinated by leaf structure. You know, we have a tendency to draw everything with absolute perfection. And one of the things that I loved about photography was how it captured the truth. Look at the spots growing, but I just love the structures and the diversity that we have here. I mean, just in this one area, we have these normal looking, I think this is some kind of coffee plant. We have these gorgeous, gorgeous ferns. And these ferns are completely different than the ferns that we were looking at. And we have these gorgeous palms. And the oak trees. It's just the most beautiful day here. There's just a butterfly, a yellow and black butterfly floating around. There it is. Those are great graphic butterflies. Gorgeous. Honey is leading us down a path less traveled. I'm actually not sure if I've ever been down this path before, but look at these gorgeous camellias still in bloom. Aren't they gorgeous? And they smell like heaven, you guys. I have some in my backyard that I got from here. Look at those fat buds. All right, this is definitely a path. It's just not, look at the way the light hits in here. You guys, it's just so beautiful. If you haven't been out in nature lately, I highly recommend it. Sounds like the animals are alerting each other that honey's in their territory. Come on, girl. Come on. She wants to smell everything. There's some big banana palms. I think they're banana palms. I'm not really amazing at identifying the different palms. Maybe I will get good through this art process. But there's a lot of this area that used to be a banana plantation. And you guys, this is so fun. I wish you could see how tiny I am in this place. It's just kind of awesome. Isn't that beautiful? What a fun feeling. You know, I'm 6 feet tall, so to feel short and small and tiny is so fun. I just wanted to stop and sketch for a moment and get my thoughts down, and we found this little bench, so we're gonna have a seat And Honey's gonna have some water, and I'm gonna have a little sketch. I like this place because all those textures that we've been seeing in our walk are here. And there are some interesting paths. And do you hear the tower? I thought I'd show you what I brought with me. I don't have much space here because I'm sharing it with Honey, but this is a Fabriano, a tiny little baby sketchbook. Oh, there are mosquitoes here. I brought a water brush, like a, and this is like one of my favorite sketchbooks right now. It's a Cuppa Clippa or something like that. And then this little baby pencil case that has, I will get better at filming. It has some ink pens and some Neocolor 2s. I don't have any Neocolor ones in here. And then just a kind of random assortment of colored pencils. This is, well, I can't read it because I don't have my reading glasses on, but you can see. So not very much fits in here, but this is all I can bring with me. And I'm happy to have this. And I think it's, you know, a good variety of just, all I'm doing is recording the texture and the environment and kind of just the general vibe. Making a map so that I could paint something more when I get home. I'm just sketching out some of the textures that I'm seeing right now. So this is my sketch to try to render this, which I'm looking at. I'm just trying to get the textures, the shapes, the general colors, the feeling, the idea into my sketchbook. It's not a super big sketchbook, obviously. This is the little Fabriano. Look at my grandog, she hears something. It was just a quick, like, little 5-minute sketch of the area. everyone. Okay, so I just got home from the walk that I took you on at Buck Tower, and I thought I would just unpack what I took with me. This is all I took with me. This is just because I'm gonna take what I did at Buck Tower and do another sketchbook spread with it. All right. So anyway, I just have this little Fabriano notebook, which you saw there, which obviously this is what I take with me regularly. And I have been just kind of testing out different things and lowering and lowering. Like if I don't use it, I'll take it out. Because I don't want to carry extra things. Like that sling pack that I take is really full with Honey's water bottle and water bowl. But these are different sketches that I've done, and this is just a book that I always have around that I swatch things with. I ended up, this is a swatch of this, which I think you'll see in a video. But maybe not. And I took that to Bok Tower, and I was sitting in a space where I just had a really, layered view, I guess is what I'll say. And there was a ton of moss hanging in the trees, and I always kind of struggle. I don't know if you can see that, but I actually use the metallic gold paint to do the silvery moss that hangs in the trees here in Florida. And I actually really enjoyed it. And I actually enjoyed having this watercolor palette. I'll definitely do it again. But this paper isn't really meant for watercolor, so it does buckle a little bit. Although I don't really mind it. This is another time that I went to Bok Tower. Sometimes I do them really, really fast if it's really crowded. These are just ideas that I had while I was out, and I was like, I gotta write these down right now. I gotta draw them right now. And I also do a lot of testing. Like I got some ink, Caput Mortuum ink, and I was just testing it with just using the dropper really fast. And did that, and it bled through so many pages, so I ended up using invisible gesso, and then it had bled through so strongly you can see the line, and you could see it here too. So I just ended up, I was like, well, I'll just do some faces, and you can see it even bled through to here. So there's kind of no way to tell until you try it sometimes. But I love this little notebook. It's been great to me, and I'm really excited. I wanted to get some more of the textures that I see and the leaf patterns that I see and the combination of them. And I got that today with just an ink pen. And then here's what I did today. So I'll show you what I had with me as far as options. I had this sketchbook and I had this sketchbook, but I never even opened that one. It was kind of crowded today, and there were a lot of loud people in the park. I don't know. It's usually a lot quieter. And I actually saw one of the employee trucks driving through. So this is what I actually used while I was there. That's it. Well, in this. That's all I used. And I got good information with that. So this is probably all I really need to take. I did have, so let me tell you what this is. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually see what it is. This is a Carandaci Luminance 6901. What is this? Warm Earth 4%. I love this pencil. Then this is Van Dyke Brown Faber-Castell Polychromos. And I love that pencil also. This is Celadon Green, which is a Prismacolor PC 1020. This is just a pen. It's ink. I'm not sure, and it doesn't say, but I mean, it's just a pen. It's not water soluble, which is why I like it. And then I use these 3 Neo colors. These 2 are probably my most used Neo colors. I have 2 sets of them. Sorry, I had a sneeze there. This is olive brown, and this is moss green. And then this is cobalt blue, 5%. This is brand new. So this is the first day I used it, but I used it. And I loved it. And I'm super happy and excited about having it. And then what I had with me that I didn't use was a red pen. Sometimes I want to express the flower blossoms that I see, and I don't carry a lot of like purples and reds, and that's what's really blooming right now at Bog Tower. Pinks, reds, and like lavender or purple. So I thought, well, I'll just throw this in, and I wanted to bring, because I knew I was going to do texture, I wanted to bring a green pen in case I wanted to go over something and like draw like specific leaves or leaf shapes or whatever over like Neo color or colored pencil or whatever. I'm not sure that that would have worked, but you know, maybe I'll try it now. And then I also love this color. I can't believe I didn't use it. It's chrome oxide green, and it's a polychromos Faber-Castell as well. I also did have this Neo color to silver gray, which is also new. I just got that at Dig Blick the day after Christmas. This is just a random Faber-Castell, just a regular old like student Faber-Castell 742. It's just a regular green color. And Prismacolor Cloud Blue, which I could have done. I could have added more depth and texture to the sky while I was sitting there. I don't like to make honey wait for me too much. This is green ochre, and it is Illuminant 6901 Caran d'Ache. And I love, every single one of these pencils in here is like a top choice of mine, except maybe this Faber-Castell. I don't know how that ended up in there, but I do use that color a lot. I use that pencil a lot. And then we have a super color soft Caran d'Ache. This is just ash gray 401. And I probably only need this or this. This is also water soluble. So I probably can take this one out because I have this. I use my Neo colors a lot at home. This is also a Caran d'Ache Supra Color 2 Soft. It's charcoal gray. I use that a lot to like add depth and shadow, and then I use water with it. This is Sepia Prismacolor. This little pencil holder holds a surprising amount, right? This is Apple Green Prismacolor, and this is Black Cherry Prismacolor. Oh, so see, I did have a colored pencil for the blossoms in my bag. So I'm definitely going to take this out. I'm not ready to give up on these, and this is pretty small, so I'm pretty happy with this. I might pare it down, you know, in the future, but I like to have a range of greens, which I have, and you know, depending on where I stop, you know, sometimes to sketch, sometimes there is like a lot more going on than I had today. So I like to have those options, but I am going to take this Neo color out because I do use Neo colors a lot at home, and I keep this all packed up. So, and I don't have 2 of these. So I'm just gonna, I think I'll probably use this again next time, which will be like in a day or 2. And I will take what I did today and I will work on another sketchbook.